Hi everyone, myself Lohit Dalal, lecturer, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Jain Polytechnic, Belagavi. Today I am going to discuss about Unit 3 Digital Modulation Techniques. These are the contents I am going to discuss. Okay, first thing you are going to learn what is modulation. Okay, next there are types of modulation, and next digital modulation techniques and advantages or merits of digital modulation techniques. These concepts you are going to studying in this unit. So next, what is modulation? Okay, modulation means it is the process of changing the characteristics of the carrier signal according to the input signal, so that signal to be transmitted. So in order to signal to be transmitted over a longest distance, we need modulation. Okay, in all. Okay, so means modulation means you are going to increasing the strength of the signal. Okay, of the signal, you are going to increase the strength of the message signal, then you are going to pass through the communication channel. Okay, that is known as a modulation, by keeping the other parameters constants. Like if you are making a amplitude modulation, okay, you are going to make a frequency and phase constant. Okay, suppose if you are making a frequency modulation, you are going to keep amplitude and phase constants. Suppose if you are making a frequency phase modulation, you are going to make amplitude and frequency constants. Okay, so that is known as a modulation. Okay, so why we need modulation means in order to increase the strength of the signal, and also for a long distance communication. Okay, and also in order to reduce the antenna height. Okay, so for multiplexing we need modulation, means for n number of signals to be transmitted over a single communication channel. Okay, modulation means modifying the message signal. Okay, modifying the message signal means you are going to add adding a information to the carrier signal. Carrier is going to carry the message signal. Okay, so modulation to be done at the transmitter side. Okay, before transmitting through the communication channel. Demodulation to be done at the receiver side. Okay, after whatever the information comes from the communication channel, there you are going to demodulate the message. Okay, in order to recover the original signal. Okay, so see here, so modulation means converting a digital or analog information to a waveform suitable for transmission over the communication channel. Okay, whatever the information will be there or message will be there, that is suitable for transmitting, suitable for or adjustable for the communication channel. Okay, so there will be a generally it involves varying some parameters of carrier waves sinusoidal waveform at a given frequency as a frequency function of message signal. Okay, there will be a functions of the message signal will be having a given frequency and phase will be there. Okay, that generally sinusoidal wave is given by a cos 2 phi fct plus phi. Okay, here a is the amplitude of the signal, fct, okay, fc is the frequency, phi is the phase. Okay, if the information is digital, okay, in a digital modulation information is should be a digital only. Okay, that information digital changing parameter is known as a keying. Okay, keying means it is a, okay, the modulation. Okay, so keying techniques are ASK, FSK, PSK. ASK means amplitude shift keying, PSK means phase shift keying, FSK means frequency shift keying. Okay, next there are types of modulation. First one, analog modulation and digital modulation. Analog modulation means if the variation in the parameter of the carrier is continuous. Here carrier is continuous according to the input signal, input analog signal. Okay, the modulation technique is known as the analog modulation scheme. Next, digital modulation. If the variation in the parameter of the carrier is variation of the parameter of the carrier is discrete, then it is known as a digital modulation techniques. Okay, next, analog modulation. Okay, so analog modulation means signal is an input signal is continuous in nature. Okay, in analog modulation there will be a three types: amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. In amplitude modulation, the carrier is varied according to the input signal. Carrier amplitude is varied according to the input signal, such as frequency and phase are kept constants. In a frequency modulation, just you are going to vary the vary the carrier signal, carrier frequency according to the input signal by keeping the amplitude and phase constants. In a phase modulation, you are going to vary the phase of the signal and keeping the amplitude and amplitude and frequency constant. Okay, that is known as a analog modulation. In analog modulation, both the signals are in analog in nature only. Okay, in digital modulation there will be information signal. It is in terms of pulses. Okay, so after that the carrier is continuous in nature. Okay, see here, in a digital modulation, analog is carrier signal. Okay, carrier signal is modulated by a discrete signal. Okay, carrier signal is going to modulate the discrete signal. Okay, digital modulation can be considered as a digital to analog, and the corresponding demodulation is known as a analog to digital. Okay, usually in a digital modulation techniques or a digital communication system, okay, you are going to modulate the signal. There will be a process will be there, digital to analog you are going to convert. Okay, means signal is suitable for communication channel you are going to make. At the receiver side you are going to recover that signal. Okay, this concept you are going to apply. Okay, so binary data you are going to convert, digital signal is going to convert into a waveform suitable for transmission over the communication channel. Okay, nearer to the communication channel. Okay, at the end of the communication channel, what you are going to make, waveforms are converted into a binary data or a digital information. Okay, in a digital communication. So in a digital communication system, the modulated wave consists of a binary data, carrier is consist of a sinusoidal wave. Okay, there will be types of digital modulation techniques. There will be two types of digital modulation techniques, coherent and non-coherent. Okay, coherent means in coherent modulation techniques, process received signal with local carrier of the same frequency and phase will be there. There will be a requirement of the reference signal. Okay, where reference signal we are taking it as a local carrier. Okay, or a local carrier of same frequency and a phase. It is having a same frequency and phase. Okay, we are taking it as a reference signal in order to recognize the original signal. Okay, so whenever there is a local oscillator should be there, that is known as a coherent. Okay, non-coherent, there is a non-coherent digital modulation techniques. There is no requirement of the reference wave. Okay, we won't require reference wave to recognize the signal at the receiver side. So in the digital modulation, see here, there will be a digital modulation techniques. There will be three types. First one, amplitude shift keying. Second one, frequency shift keying. Third one, phase shift keying. See here, digital signal will be there. Digital signal message consists of 1 0 1 0 1 0. Okay, will be there. This is a information signal. So carrier is continuous in nature with respect to time t. So see here, ASK is known as amplitude shift keying, and also it is known as on-off keying, because whenever the binary data 1 will be there, only carrier is passed. Whenever there is a 0, okay, that binary carrier will not be passed. Okay, since some amount of variations will be there. Okay, that is known as ASK, amplitude shift keying, or it is known as on-off keying. Okay, whenever there is 0, the carrier will not be passed, so that it is an easy method to detect the information at the receiver side. So next, frequency shift keying. Frequency shift keying, what will happens, whenever there is a 1, same carrier is passed. Whenever there is 0, the frequency of the carrier is varied. Okay, so next, in a phase shift keying, whenever there is a 1, same phase of the carrier is passed. Next, whenever there is a 0, means whenever the binary data is going to change from 1 to 0, the data carrier is going to shift from 0 to 180 degree. Okay, so this is known as a phase shift keying. Okay, see here. So amplitude shift keying means similar way. Whenever there is a 1, carrier is passed. Whenever there is 0, carrier is not passed. Whenever there is a information, next will be there, 1 1 will be there. This both are carrier is passed. Okay, so this is known as amplitude shift keying. So in a frequency shift keying, what you are going to do, whenever there is a binary data 1 will be there, same carrier is going to pass. Okay, so whenever there is a 0, frequency of the carrier is varied. In a PSK, phase shift keying, what you are going to make, phase shift keying, whenever there is a 1, same carrier is passed. Whenever there is 0, phase of the carrier is reversed. Okay, it means phase of the carrier is shifted to 180 degree. Okay, this is a PSK. So next, see here, similarly for a PSK, diagram is shown here. Okay, so next, M-array modulation techniques. M-array means in a binary data, the sends only one of the two possible signals during each bit interval TB. Okay, time interval TB. In M-array data transmission sends one of M possible signals during each signaling interval. Okay, there is a certain time interval, you are going to send a M number of signals. Okay, M number of signals. Okay, during the time interval TB. It almost all applications m equal to 2 raised to n and t equal to n into tb, where n is an integer. If each of the message signals are called as a symbols, okay, m signals are known as a symbols. One symbol consists of a number of bits, okay. So that these signals are generated by changing the amplitude, frequency, phase or combined forms. Thus we have mask means m array, means m array amplitude shift keying, m array frequency phase shift keying, m array frequency shift keying, m array quadrature amplitude modulation, okay. So these are the techniques, okay. So m array means it consists of a symbols, okay. In a certain duration of the time you are going to send, okay, multiple number of bits you are going to send at a time, okay. See here, quadrature phase shift keying. Quadrature phase shift keying can be interpreted as a two independent binary phase shift keying systems. Two BPSK systems are combined together to form the quadrature phase shift keying. Quadrature phase shift keying having a 1 to 4 equally spaced values. Those are 0, 5 by 2, 5 and 3 5 by 2, okay. So quadrature phase shift keying, see here, if the both the amplitude and phase are varied proportional to the information signal, both amplitude and phase are varied with respect to the information signal, the quadrature amplitude modulation results, okay. So means quadrature amplitude modulation results means there will be a amplitude and phase are varied, okay. See here, amplitude and phase are going to vary, phase is also going to change and amplitude is going to vary, okay. So combination of phase shifting and amplitude shifting is shown in the this waveform. See here, here phase is going to shift, okay, here amplitude is shifted. So next, differential phase shift keying. For the perfect detection of the phase modulated signal, the receiver needs a reference signal, but differential encoding and phase shift keying are made together at the transmitter. The technique is known as a differential phase shift keying. Means for the perfect detection of the phase modulated signal, okay, in order to get the phase shifted signal, okay, in order to detect the perfect phase shifted signal, we need what? Reference signal, okay. Means reference signal means we need non-coherent detector, okay. So we need coherent detection, okay. Coherent detection means we need local oscillator, okay. We need reference signal. So in order to avoid that, what we are going to do here in differential phase shift keying, the differential encoding and phase shift keying are combined together at the transmitter. The technique is known as a differential phase shift keying, okay. At the transmitter side you are going to make the differential encoding, okay. So for the transmission of the symbol 1, the phase is unchanged, whereas transmission of the symbol 0, phase signal is shifted to 180 degree, okay. See here, whenever there is a message signal is 0 0, that time information is not going to shift, okay. Whenever there is a symbol is going to shift from 0 to 1, the message is shifted to 180 degree, okay. So again see here, okay. So for the transmission of symbol 1, the phase is unchanged, whereas for the transmission of symbol 0, phase of the signal is shifted to 180 degree, okay. Phase of the symbol is going to shift from 180 degree. So next, advantages of or merits of digital modulation techniques. There is a power efficiency and bandwidth efficiency will be there. Power efficiency is a measure of how much signal power should be increased to achieve the particular bit error rate, okay. Bit error rate means how many number of bit errors will be there in a modulation or a transmission. Ability of the modulation technique is to preserve the fidelity of the digital message at the lower power, okay. Means you have to transmit the signal for a lower power consumption, you have to transmit a signal over a longest distance, okay. Designer can increase the noise immunity by increasing the power signal. And also digital modulation or digital communication system is very flexible, okay, fine. Also it is a more secure. And also bandwidth efficiency means ability to accommodate data within a limited bandwidth, okay. You can, for a limited bandwidth, you can transmit a larger amount of data, okay. So trade-off between the data rate and the pulse width will be there, easy to implement, and it is a cost effective to operate, okay. So thank you.